Hello, this is Hope Rosky with Business Arts Events, and today we are going to be talking in the business world, but we're also going to be talking about wellness. I'd like to introduce to the show Rowena Banks. Welcome to the show, Rowena.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
It is so great to have you. You are a master certified health coach. And I tell you what, today health coaches, if they're any time that are in the need, they are in the need today for so many reasons, especially in the workplace. Rowena, tell me a little bit about your business and what you have to offer to HR.
Well, so we offer custom apps for the HR department, and so they are client branded apps for the HR department, and they can have whatever features that they would like that benefit their employees. And in addition to that, we offer a wellness hub. And the wellness hub is where I come in and I offer live health coaching sessions 4 days a week, and I vary the time, so whatever works for people.
Sure.
And in addition to that, we have some educational videos, and we have an e-platform where it's more one-on-one coaching, like a course, and so there's three different options to choose from there. There's families, there's pregnancy, and there's prime timers, which is basically they say 30 and up. So that's the part that I do.
Well, one of the things that I'm really curious about is when we talk about wellness, because that's such a broad spectrum, what are some things that you really touch upon in the wellness area?
Well, my favorite is nutrition because, I think that there are so many conditions and diseases that are preventable through the proper nutrition. So I love to talk about nutrition and the value of food and using it as almost as a medicine. I know that's kind of cliche, but so in addition, we talk about sleep, the importance of sleep. We talk about stress. We give some exercise tips. It's a pretty well-rounded wellness program.
And how long are each one of the sessions? If somebody were to meet with you, about how long would they be able to work with you if they were to do a one-on-one?
A one-on-one is 40 minutes. And if you're doing a one-on-one program, I think it would be best to do 4 months, but it's up to the client. But that gives them about 16 weeks to, kind of figure out their motivation and go through all of the different behavioral modification.
Well, one of the things that I think that is essential, you were talking about the food aspect of it, and there's, you have people who have sugar issues, gluten issues, lactose issues, all of that. How do you then help people who have those, what I call food challenges, to get on the right track?
Well, a good place to start with that is to make a list of what you are basically either addicted to or what you're having issues with. It's very easy to be addicted to sugar.
Oh, sure.
So, make a column and you can kind of identify what are alternatives so that when you're having that sweet craving, there's something that's less harmful for you. It may not even be perfect, but it's less harmful. So just kind of figure out what your alternatives are. And, fruit is, that's God's candy to me. You can taste a peach that's like eating better than eating a candy bar. Once you adjust, then you don't even want the sugar anymore.
Right, and exactly. And I think that it's important to know, too, when we talk about wellness, you were talking about sleep. And I think especially for women as they go through certain stages in their life, sleep can become, or even people, doesn't maybe matter age, sleep is kind of like hygiene, if you will. They're providing a routine, if you will, for people to help them get better sleep. What are some of the things that you suggest for people to help them with their sleep? Because it is an important part of everybody's daily life to get the right amount of sleep.
Yeah. So some tips that probably most people have already heard of, and we do call it sleep hygiene, um, would be to turn off all of the electronics about 2 hours before you're going to bed. Make sure you turn off the lights or, keep the lighting very low because, that way it doesn't trigger that morning, your melatonin starts kicking in the darker it gets. Um, and uh, it's best to actually, I'm kind of into this, the EMF, the frequency, so if you could have your phone and whatever electronic kind of devices outside of your room so that it's free from any of those frequencies. And then, of course, we talk about having a cool room. Um, and yeah, so those are some of the ideas. Maybe do some meditation before sleeping. It is easy to have sleep problems, and
Oh,
and I
sure.
know, especially with women, we can wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning and have a hard time getting back to sleep.
Well, and I think what you would offer a business for their employees is wonderful. Do you also offer it out to the general public as well?
Yes, yes, we do. In fact, through our company called Your Health and Wealth Secret, we offer group coaching and we also offer private coaching sessions.
That sounds absolutely wonderful because a lot of people in today's world, and the fact that you can do this Zoom and you provide, videos for people to watch, you have the e-platforms. This is so helpful for people who can't maybe make it to an appointment. How do people get in touch with you? What is your website?
For private and group coaching for individuals, it would be through yourhealthandwealthsecret.com.
Okay.
And there's a booking page, a consultation page. And then through HR Helper, the same thing. There's a booking page. But you can also reach me at my phone number, which is 916-607-8126. My email is wellnessprograms@hr-helper.com. And yeah, and companies will find that it's a very reasonable price. There is an app fee because we build the app for them, custom built. And then it can be as low as a couple bucks a month per employee. So it's a pretty reasonable price for this.
Absolutely. I mean, because, you look at um, the mental and the physical meld together because one just basically feeds off the other. And to be able for companies to be able to provide this type of a wellness program for employees is key because if their employee is working well, it just helps with the rest of the process. So it's definitely worth the investment. And if people are, just on their own seeking to improve on their daily life, what you have to offer is absolutely wonderful. I think it's just terrific.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I want to help as many people as possible. A couple of years ago, I started having this fierce drive to, when I found out about the basically epidemic of diabetes too, and that is preventable. I just really wanted to help as many people as possible.
I think that's terrific, and I can certainly relate to so many of the things that you're talking about. And how did you just decide to get involved in this? Because people say, "Well, okay, what's your background?" But what was your driving force to get involved in this specific field?
Well, honestly, I've been interested in nutrition for over 20 years, since my kids were little. And that's probably what started it. I just really wanted to nourish their little selves as best I could. And so that's what started it was having kids. And then, the more you learn about it, and whole foods and organic foods and the damage that pesticides and herbicides are doing to our bodies. And now we're learning about dyes, right? How dyes are,
Yes.
an exocide and yeah, so just the more you learn, the more passionate I guess you get about helping people. And helping guide them and educate them.
Well, Rowena, you are very knowledgeable, and I thank you so much for joining our show. Again, for viewers who are watching, if you have a business or you're just an individual person who is seeking improvement in the area of wellness, please reach out to Rowena Banks. She really has a good, strong background and will most certainly help you get on track. This is Hope Rosky with Business, Arts, and Events.
Thank you, Hope.
Thank you.